Hey there, my name is Anna, and in March 2023, I quit my job and started a year of full-time travel. In the last episode, I arrived in Bali to start my adventures in Southeast Asia. Today, we will be exploring one of Bali's most iconic destinations. We'll visit popular locations like the Monkey Forest, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, take a few classes, and much more. Welcome to Ubud. Hello and good morning for my first full day here in Ubud, Bali. Today I don't have very many plans. I'm just gonna walk around and get to know Ubud a little bit more. Maybe go by the tourist market to see what the souvenir shopping looks like. Right now I'm staying in the Wayan house. It is a family home here in Ubud and it is beautiful. It's beautiful in a very different way than Nyaman house was. Nyaman was very resort-like and this one is it's a family home, literally. Like, the family who owns the place, they live on the other side of these bushes here. Before we set off, I kind of want to talk about how I'm feeling right now. Okay, so physically, my throat was hurting a little bit earlier, and I got a little bit of Bali belly yesterday. And everything seems to be okay in that way now, but I did not sleep well last night. The other girls in the room didn't want the air conditioning on, so they turned it up really high, and I was sweating. I don't know if it's a thing, like a difference between like Europeans and Americans. It probably is. Mentally and emotionally, I don't feel very motivated. I certainly don't feel the kind of motivation that I feel like I should have while I'm in Ubud, somewhere that I've wanted to go for a very long time. I think I might be a little homesick. Like, all I want to do is talk to Lauren. Like, where everyone's a 12-hour time zone difference apart. And so, like, it's almost 1 now, so it would be 1 a.m. there. So there's, like, a very small window where I'm, like, awake and free, and they're still awake. And so far no one's really been able to talk. I think that's part of what's got me down right now. I miss my friends, and I miss like that grounding force of talking to them and telling them about what I'm doing. But enough of that. Let's go see it. Said, how lucky am I? Like, I just walked out the door and look at this. It's a temple that I'm not allowed to go in, which is totally fine, but look at this right outside my door. Like, yeah, I'm feeling a little lonely right now, but I am in one of the most beautiful places I think I have ever seen in my entire life, and that's really cool. You are the cutest little puffball. Today I'm finally ready to start exploring Ubud, and I am kicking things off right with the famous Monkey Forest. Today I'm going to be walking around this sacred area filled with temples and jungles and wild animals, ready to snatch my camera, so hopefully that doesn't happen. It was only about a 10-minute walk from my hostel, which is really great. It's right here in the city. So it's not hard to get to for sure. Okay, so right off the bat, it kind of feels like a zoo in here. It feels like I'm like starting into a zoo, which I guess I kind of am. I see my first monkey. I just walked in and he's right there. Oh my gosh. This forest has a few actual working temples in it. They are actually used for ceremonies and things. Tourists can't go in. And then honestly, I personally haven't seen that many monkeys. There definitely have been some monkeys here. But there's over, I don't know, there's hundreds of monkeys that live here in this forest. And I don't know if they're just eating lunch, you know, or what's going on. But I haven't seen that many. What I have seen is so many tourists. I know, most popular place. But man, so many tourists. If you come here, leave the monkeys alone. I saw people baiting them, getting way too close, especially while they were eating. Several water bottles stolen. And yep, you hear that? That was another person pissing a monkey off. These two just had a quickie in front of everybody, but they stopped before people started pulling their phones out. The next day, I moved to Puri Gardens, a luxury hostel in the heart of Ubud. Voted Indonesia's best hostel in 2020, this hostel was basically a resort. Guests can enjoy complimentary breakfast, free massages and manicures, daily yoga classes, nightly social activities, and so much more. After settling in, I took a grab to my activity for the day. I went to Kuna Hostel, a sister hostel of Puri Gardens, for one of their weekly cooking classes. Yes.
Wow. Long beans, and we use the carrots, cabbage, and lemongrass, and also pasta. Yeah.
This was the first cooking class I'd taken on my trip, and I have to say I really enjoyed it. Our instructors taught us how to cook several popular Balinese dishes and sent us home with the recipes so we can try to recreate them. Turf platform. I think I heard people going to that. After so much good food, I settled into a trivia night at the hostel. I moved from Puri Gardens today after getting my last massage and going to my last yoga class. I spent yesterday just relaxing, getting massages and getting a pedicure, going to yoga classes. It's such a nice hostel, but it's way too expensive for me to stay for more than a couple of nights. I've moved to a homestay a little outside of the city center of Ubud, and it is so cute. I'm staying in a private room. First one of the trip. This is my bed. I would like a print of that to take home. Then I've got a wardrobe and just a sink and a mirror. And in here is the toilet and the shower. So it's not much, but it's perfect for me. And there's air conditioning. Seems like a nice place. I'm gonna go around and walk around and explore in a minute. But yeah, I like it here. I could see myself staying for a few days for sure. But right now I need to go get ready because I have a very exciting afternoon planned. I just finished eating lunch at Cinnamon Coffee. It's very good. Got a bagel for the first time in 2 months. And now I'm on my way to Chez Monique Silversmith. So I'm taking a jewelry making class today. I'm a little nervous because I've never done something like this before, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Located in their family compound, Chez Monique offers beginner classes on jewelry making. There are at least 2 expert silversmiths per class to ensure each student gets the instruction they need. It costs 600,000 rupiah or $37 for the class and is a unique way to spend a day here in Ubud. Okay. Oh, so I'm continuous.
Yeah.
Okay.
How hard do you need to play?
It's a lot to do at once. You made it look so easy. So now.
Up a little bit like this.
I just finished up my class over at Chez Monique and it was so much fun. I made my ring. I'm very happy with it. It's gonna go really great into my collection. I've just been kind of wandering a little bit. I'm not quite hungry enough to get food, but I'm too tired and I don't have enough cash on me to do any actual like bargaining shopping. I heard about this ridge walk that is a little bit less touristy. It's really cool. I feel like I'm on the I'm backstage in Ubud because you've got like this big wall here and then just jungle. This looks like the perfect place for someone to come and get me. I decided it was finally time to get out of Ubud and see more of the surrounding area. Using Hostelworld's group chat feature, I found some fellow solo travelers who were interested in doing the same thing and organized a private car for us. In my experience, Bali is a place for friend groups and couples, so the fact that Hostelworld offers a way to connect with others in the area is a huge plus. I met several people through these groups along my travels. Our first stop of the day was the Leaky Waterfall. About 45 minutes away from Ubud, this small waterfall is a hidden gem in the Balinese landscape. It requires a beautiful 30-minute hike with lots of stairs and lush vegetation. Eventually we made it to our main destination, the Jatalui Rice Terraces. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is the largest collection of rice terraces in Bali. It spans more than 53,000 hectares and overlooks Bali's second tallest volcano, Mount Batu Karu. One could spend a whole day hiking or cycling through these terraces, visiting the few warongs along the way. This was the greenest place I've ever seen. It was just stunning. And for a UNESCO site, it wasn't as crowded as one would think. Our little group walked around for several hours and didn't see the hordes of tourists you're accustomed to in Bali. Jatalui isn't the most accessible place in Bali, which keeps those huge groups away. I definitely think it's worth the drive though, and would 100% come back here to spend a few nights among the mountains. This place is so gorgeous. Ah, it's so beautiful, and the weather is so nice. I'm so happy we came here, and I've got a good group. I love our tour guide. We made our way back towards Ubud, and I felt like I'd had a great snapshot of what the area is about. Between the culture, the food, and the beautiful scenery just outside your door and beyond, Ubud is still one of my favorite places in Southeast Asia. The tourists have taken over the majority of the town itself, but if you look hard enough, you can find little bits of authenticity still there among the yoga places and smoothie shops. That's it for this episode. Be sure to join me next time as I take a quick visit to the Gili Islands in Lombok before completing my first month in Southeast Asia. As always, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to see more adventures. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.